La fin d'Unmetal. Partie finale. Évasion réussie.
I entered the secret door and left those dungeons behind. Ahead of me was a less dank portion of the basement. According to Mike, there had to be an elevator somewhere that went to General X's office, which should ultimately hold the original helicopter key. On the other hand, Robert told me that he heard of a special room with an X on its door, which could alternatively hold a copy of that key. Either option was fine as long as I could get a hold of a damn working key. And thus, my search of the basement began.
Ok. J'ai plus besoin de la carte. Évasion réussie. Donc ça c'est le dernier stage. Et oui, brutal, j'ai réussi. Battre Takuma. Tagakashi sans laisser soigner. Les toilettes ça. Juste pas écrit. T1. Tout ce qu'il faut pour tout faire péter. T1. Un bloc de quelque chose qui ressemble à de l'argile. C'est un explosif. C'est un explosif les frères. Hein. Porte avec un X. L'ascenseur. La porte avec un X. On va péter la porte avec un X hein. Ouais, je check par là. L'ascenseur en
There it
gros.
was, General X's private elevator.
Je pensais que je pourrais le faire péter avec le truc, bref, allons-y.
A door marked with an X, just
Je peux
like
faire péter le
Robert
truc en
told
haut
me.
avec le
There it
C1.
was, the secret room where they kept the helicopter key.
Why would they keep a key in such a creepy place instead of an office?
The more I thought about it, the more things felt out of place. I had a strange feeling, like a gut feeling that something was just wrong.
Le fait qu'il n'y ait pas de toilette pour sauvegarder peut-être. Ah, tout ce C1 me dit rien qui vaille. Ah, il va exploser, je vais avoir l'air con.
Mr. Fox,
God.
you have finally arrived.
General X?
The same. Are you searching for a key, Mr. Fox? Perhaps one for a helicopter? You won't find it here, Mr. Fox. I'm afraid that your contact has betrayed you.
Fuck.
Don't blame him. He's been the victim of my counterintelligence.
Right there, in front of me, was General X, the puppet master of Operation Jericho. Not only was he a merciless, psychopathic asshole, he was so smart that he could predict my every move. For starters, he tricked me and Robert into searching for this room.
You had us waiting longer than expected, Mr. Fox.
If you drew some arrows in the labyrinth, I would have come sooner.
That would remove a certain charm, don't you think? By the way, I brought some company.
Of course.
Doctor!
I see you're already acquainted. I'll get to the point, Mr. Fox. Surrender. Otherwise, we'll start executing our guests.
There were too many people. If I opened fire, Harris and the doctor could die.
Let me guess. You're considering the option of shooting, but you know that Harris and the doctor could die.
Fuck, yeah. He read my mind, but that asshole X was a clean shot. If I shot quickly, I could kill him.
Now you're probably thinking I'm stupid for being so exposed, and that you can kill me with a quick enough shot. If you shoot and kill me, That would be the end of the final boss. Of all of this, you'd be a hero. Do you really have such a low opinion of my intellect, Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Shit. This was part of his plan. He was here on purpose. I was thinking that he might have worn a bulletproof vest.
By now, you should be thinking that I'm
Ah
wearing
oui,
a
le
bulletproof vest.
Mais je vais juste
Shooting
le
an
headshot.
armored man
Oh.
would be foolish, don't you think?
Fuck. He read my mind once again. But even if his body was covered, his head was not. One bullet between his eyes and goodbye.
But you're not a quitter, Mr. Fox. It's only logical that you'd consider shooting me in the head. I will admit, a challenging, yet possible shot. An Olympian trial of marksmanship, reflexes, and luck. Let me spare you the trouble. Sergeant!
Yes, sir.
Kill me.
Shoot me in the head at point blank range.
But, sir.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The bullet went through his head, but the bastard was unfazed.
Return to your post, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
What you're staring at in awe, Mr. Fox, is a projected image of myself.
A hologram.
Precisely, Mr. Fox. And now that it's obvious that you can't kill me, let's conclude the matter of your surrender. Or are there not enough dead bodies to convince you?
Just give me 10 seconds to think about it.
Of course.
Huh. Est-ce que je sauve le docteur Harris ou je me rends? Se rendre, c'est quoi? C'est game over? Ce serait trop con que je perde le jeu là maintenant. Ah. Faut sauver la waifu. C'est un jeu de bâtard. Je sais que c'est un jeu de bâtard. Se rendre, ça pourrait niquer ma sauvegarde et me remettre au tout début du jeu. Sauver le colonel Harris, ce serait le plus logique, puisque ça a l'air d'être quelqu'un d'important. On va sauver la waifu. On aurait peut-être le temps de soigner Harris. Où est-ce qu'on se rend? Ce serait la chose la plus logique à faire.
Kill the doctor.
Mais il est complètement con. Kill the doctor. Bon.
Colonel! Doctor!
Et si tu fais Harris?
Kill Harris.
Mais il est complètement con le jeu. Regarde, en gros, faut se rendre. Mais le jeu pourrait être assez pute pour que ce soit la pire idée.
I surrender.
En fait, faut pas y aller quoi. Mais comment je peux... Comment je peux utiliser le C1? C'est tout. C'est vraiment ça le problème parce que j'essaie depuis tantôt de l'utiliser. Hein. Faut que je me fasse du C4, c'est ça? Pas un moyen de me faire du C4? Avec assez de C... Non, c'est pas possible. C'est pas possible. Le jeu est pas assez con Pour qu'avec du C2, je fais du C4. Ah, ce jeu vraiment. Hein. Jusqu'au bout, ça aurait été grave. Hein.
To use the explosive, I needed something to act as a timer.
Un timer. Enfin, j'ai la montre. Je les set up.
Mr. Fox, you have finally arrived.
General X?
Viens voir si le texte change.
Doctor! The bullet went through his head, but the bastard was unfazed.
Return to your post, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
What you're staring at in awe, Mr. Fox, is a projected image of myself.
A hologram?
Mais du coup, t'es obligé de mourir parce que j'avais pas assez de cash pour faire du
And now that
C4.
it's obvious that you can't kill me, let's conclude the matter of your surrender. Or are there not enough dead bodies to convince you?
Just give me 10 seconds to think about it.
Of course. Have you already made up your mind, Mr. Fox?
Yes, I've decided that. Watch out! Behind you!
Did you seriously think that I'd fall for such an old trick?
For the record, I warned you. Doctor!
I'm fine. What happened?
An explosion. The guard behind you received the brunt of it. Colonel!
Le vieux!
He's alive.
Nice.
Looks like he just blacked out.
We have to leave before reinforcements arrive. I'm taking Harris with me.
It's best not to move him. We don't know if he has any fractures or internal wounds.
I'll take the risk. He can't stay here.
Ok.
Doctor, let's go!
I'm not coming, Fox.
Why not?
There are injured that require my attention, and I don't want to leave my father alone.
What? They were going to kill you!
No, they weren't. It was just a trick to catch you. And if I leave, my father won't work and they'll kill him. Run! Go away!
I'll come back for you with the cavalry. You have my word. I left that room, carrying the colonel.
Wait, you're saying that you managed to rescue Colonel Harris?
That's correct.
Well, Mr. Fox, let's see what you invent to remove him from this story.
Lieutenant, we found a corpse in the remains of the helicopter.
What? Who is he?
We don't know, Lieutenant. It was totally carbonized by the fire.
Take him to the lab. I want a forensic analysis done yesterday. Do you understand me, Wachowski?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Fuck.
god.
We killed Colonel Harris. May God forgive us.
No, he's not Harris. The colonel died a month ago in an ambush. These are his personal belongings, his dog tag, his watch. Don't you remember, Sergeant? We found them on his corpse. That man has never seen the colonel. He's just trying to confuse us with his lies. Fuck's sake, he has absolutely no evidence for what he's saying.
I have this.
But what? If I'm not mistaken, it's a graduation ring for the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Sergeant, you don't believe him, do you?
With all due respect, sir, I only said that Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
He's trying to fool us, Sergeant. I remind you that there are more rings like this one.
Yes, but not with the same smell.
It reeks of shit.
Sir, permission to smell the ring? Fuck. It smells just like Colonel Harris's anus.
What? How the hell do you know what the colonel's anus smells like?
I'm not authorized to reveal that information, sir.
Fuck. This is getting out of hand. Mr. Fox, continue your story. Let's see if we can finish this once and for all.
Oh, c'est dingue, c'est dingue. Et ça va causer l'explosion, j'imagine. I have to manage this by myself. What the fuck just happened?
I heard something.
Il a juste traversé la zone, frère. Attendre. Comment est-ce que... Juste bugué d'avant tout ça. Ok. Vite. Let's go! Ok, je pensais qu'il fallait que je dépose pour frapper.
Private elevator of.
Lieutenant, they found a bullet in the carbonized corpse head.
A bullet?
So it wasn't us after all. Colonel Harris was murdered.
Hey, friend, don't look at me. I haven't killed anyone.
I'm not your friend.
For fuck's sake, shut up. Wachowski, send the bullet to Science Officer Hollister for analysis. And tell him to collate it with the gun Mr. Fox had on him. Maybe we'll have a surprise. I want the results of that 5 minutes ago. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Wow! That asshole General X had some cool music equipment. Multi-band equalizer, auto-amplified subwoofer and... No way. Double-deck cassette player. Fuck, you could record directly from one cassette to another.
Insane. We all know how insane that is. Et bien sûr c'était sans doute la dernière porte des toilettes du jeu. Et pourtant j'ai pas eu le bonus porte des toilettes. Oh, des Metal Gear. Ah c'est le jeu même qui l'a fait. C'est... Des prototypes African Aid. L'animation du gars. Les logos qu'ils ont fait. Les idées. Oh c'est stylé. That's fucking nice man. Tada. Le mini-jeu. C'est vrai qu'en plus ils ont eu plusieurs... Très stylé. Ah où sont les clés? Où sont les clés bordel?
Fuck! I found out that bastard kept a fully stocked armory behind his office.
Ça serait allé plus vite d'envoyer une grenade dans tout ça, mais bon. Ouais, j'avais rechargé. Où est la clé de cet enfoiré? Je dirais qu'elle est là, mais je risque pas à la voir. J'ai pas la clé déjà, non, mais je sais pas la clé. Faire son subwoofer là. Faut que je pète la gueule à ce truc. Non, bon bah on sort, hein. Moi je tapais dans tout. Hein. Mais...
It wasn't wise to use weapons there.
Ouais mais frère, on n'a pas les clés. Bon bah go hein. On va juste re-sauvegarder. Désolé Harris. Wakowski. Je veux les résultats de la liste de sang il y a 10 minutes.
I finally reached the last floor.
Without the key.
Lieutenant, we already have the ballistics results.
And?
You are right, sir. Ballistics established that the bullet was fired from Mr. Fox's gun.
You killed Colonel Harris, you bastard!
Sergeant, behave.
Sir, permission to execute that assassin!
Permission denied. First off, we can't confirm the identity of the victim until we have the forensics report. Second, according to policy, Mr. Fox has the right to finish his story. Mr. Fox, continue. And you better not contradict the evidence we're collecting.
Commence pas à m'embrouiller, laisse-moi finir mon histoire.
Mr. Fox, Leaving so soon, and without a farewell. That's not very neighborly of you.
C'est vrai.
And what's that on your shoulder? That's personal property, Mr. Fox. Haven't your parents taught you never to steal?
General X stood in my way, assuming it was really him and not another hologram.
Are you asking yourself if I'm another hologram?
Well, yeah.
No, not this time. It is I, in the flesh.
Good. Then I'll...
Put a bullet in my head.
You read my mind.
Please tell me, Mr. Fox, how does one shoot that which they cannot see?
What? What the fuck?
Do you like my new device, Mr. Fox?
Camouflage
Optical
optique.
electronic hollow camouflage, the latest in nanotechnology. Obviously, if
Ah,
you
ils ont dit
start
le
firing
nanotech. Oh,
randomly,
nanomachine,
there's still a
son.
chance I may be hit. I believe dumb luck is a concept you're fond of. So if you don't mind, I invite you to expend some ammunition with some friends.
C'est cher, je touche direct. Oh fuck. Ouais mais c'est grave hein. Je vais juste voir c'est quoi le défi. Ah, t'as touché les robots tanks du généraliste en utilisant des grenades électromagnétiques. Ah, c'est pas bête. Ça va être chiant, mais bon, on va le faire. Hein. Alors, attends. On va mettre toutes les armes. Hein. Quoique le seul truc que je vais pas mettre, c'est les grenades. Il y a des bazookas à la place. Et le soin au-dessus. Ah, il faut sortir direct. Oui. Ah non mais ça c'est pas le robot tank ça. Ouais je suis con. Ça c'est juste des drones. C'est juste mon spoil la suite du combat quoi. Ok. Le problème c'est que j'ai pas rechargement rapide et ça va jouer contre moi. Ouais, ça va jouer contre moi le fait de ne pas avoir le truc. En vrai, y a pas besoin de passer dans le menu. Grenade, je pense, quand ils sont beaucoup. Des grenades quand ils sont beaucoup, ça commence à être compliqué sinon. Il y a moyen de descendre pour sauvegarder vite fait. Voilà. Ça change mon inventaire, c'est mieux. Très dur hein, j'ai l'impression. Mr. Fox.
Many bullets left, Fox? I imagine not. I suspect you've stashed some grenades, though. Let's find out.
Oh, je le tue lui.
Mr. Fox.
Ah, ça va être chaud. Comment je le tue lui? Pom, pom, pom. Ok. Je peux le tuer avec des grenades. Je peux le tuer avec des grenades, je peux le tuer avec des grenades. Ça ira. Grenade en tournant autour. Parce que changer d'arme et tout, ça a l'air compliqué. Et attendez, juste avant, peut-être mourir là. Voilà. J'ai pas lu le défi exactement, c'est quoi? Détruire le robot tank généraliste sans utiliser de grenades électromagnétiques. Voilà, c'est ça, sans utiliser de grenades. Je me disais, les grenades électromagnétiques ne font pas de dégâts, comment ils veulent que je le tue avec? C'est 100, j'avais mal lu dans la précipitation. Ok, we good. Merde.
Do you have many?
Mais... What the fuck, bro?
Well, you should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property.
Oh, je suis censé le tuer. Mais what the fuck? Attendez, parce que là je gaspille mes munitions pour rien, je comprends pas. Il est où ce bâtard? Vision nocturne, ah il m'a baisé vision nocturne. Est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille le taper? Je comprends pas. Mais je me touche pas, je comprends pas. Je comprends pas ce que je dois faire. Je comprends pas ce que je dois faire. Magnetic field peut-être pour casser son
Mr.
camouflage
Fox.
optique. Mais moi je pensais que je pouvais le faire sans devoir le voir. Mais arrête de me piquer mes affaires. Ils volent tellement tous les objets.
Do you have many bullets left?
J'espère que ça va marcher comme prévu. Hein. Ça va fonctionner avec... Mais c'est un truc de fou. Des fois elles passent au milieu des hélices dans la hitbox, c'est dommage, les balles.
Mr.
Pum pum pum, pim pam poum poum poum. Ouais mais oh, les angles aussi.
Do you have many?
Les missiles. Les missiles.
Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox, Mr. Fox, you are an enemy of the Republic of Russia. Republic? Amen. Je me suis trompé de touche. But it's still recoverable.
Do you have?
C'est malchanceux.
Mr. Fox.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mais j'ai fait 3 fois vers le haut, c'est un truc de fou. C'est vrai qu'on peut même pas bouger avec les...
Mr. Fox.
Vas-y. Ouais, avec la croix, ce sera plus précis que ce stick de merde. Mais vas-y, ils étaient sur la même ligne là. Ah bon, c'est normal. Je suis dessus, je tire, mais ça le touche pas. Les décisions de tir qui me semblent correctes, mais visiblement ça touche pas. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, par exemple ça. Ouais mais frère, je lui tire dessus 1000 fois à celui-là. Ça passe, ça casse hein, les astéroïdes. Mais en vrai, même le canon, même le tank, hein. Même le tank c'est pas toujours gagné. Hein. Dun 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 dun. Mais bordel, tu peux pas tirer en diagonale. Mais putain de bâtard de merde, il était juste à côté quoi. What the fuck, comment tu veux que je fasse? Putain. Oh le fils de pute.
You managed to injure me, Mr. Fox. Sincerely, this was beyond my expectations. Luckily, you've brought my first aid kits. Hope you don't mind that you're missing one.
So, you've been stealing my stuff.
Your stuff. Everything you've acquired is from my base, Mr. Fox. And as the proverb states, one who steals from a thief will receive 100 years of pardon.
That bastard had been stealing from me while I was busy destroying his machines. And I'm sure he was going to steal more stuff as he needed it.
You've run out of first aid kits, Mr. Fox. Unfortunately, you'll be unable to heal yourself anymore.
Fortunately, it also means that you've run out of them.
Which adds to the thrill. Let the best man win.
What the fuck? You bastard!
Mr. Fox, first you complain because I remove your belongings, and now you complain again when I return them?
What?
Cheer up. I simply gave back your rusty wire.
Ouais, je sais bien.
Maybe I've been a little brusque. You can find it between your ribs. By the way, Mr. Fox, let's see if you can kill me before bleeding to death.
Est-ce que j'ai encore les bandages ou pas? Non. Nice.
I have underestimated you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
Nice. Putain, j'avais pas envie de refaire les phases, hein. Enfoiré. Rends mes affaires. Oh putain. Même pas de bandage.
What are you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Fox, how are you going to take me if you can't move?
What?
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill
Putain,
me
mais Bison.
or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were going to surprise me again, like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer. The discharge it releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never.
C'est X dans l'hélicoptère.
See you never, General X.
Let's go.
Are you alright, son? Don't worry. The effects on the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
Colonel Harris and I went to the helicopter. A few minutes later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris, disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the colonel.
Of course not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be ridiculous. He's not Colonel Harris. I never said he was.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that helicopter.
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is. Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plan it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
How dared you? Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough. We'll find out who you are and then we'll execute you. What now?
What the hell is happening in here?
Harris.
Colonel in the room? Salute!
At ease.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the X-Army base, but also he found classified information about Operation Jericho that will be essential in stopping the X-Army. For goodness sakes, that man's a fucking hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the helicopter, Colonel. But it looks like they found a corpse in the helicopter. But fuck, I don't know who he is. They say he has a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun. But I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X.
Bien
I
sûr.
killed him with your gun myself. Don't you remember? See you never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That bastard was heavy. In the air, you know what happened.
Hurry up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons
J'adore
everywhere.
ce jeu.
But don't panic. I think we'll be able to reach Allied territory before they catch up.
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie, Alpha, 54438. Do you copy? Damn it! This radio isn't working. Fucking piece of shit.
Don't worry, Colonel. As soon as we reach Allied territory, they'll stop pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when we don't answer is take us down.
Fuck. So we'll be shot at if we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place. We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes.
But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You have them, Colonel? We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring, show it to them. They'll believe you.
Fuck, it reeks of shit.
Well, that's because those asshole bastards were going to snatch it as they put their hands on me. So I hid it in the only safe place I had left. My ass. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, but I had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument.
Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son.
Est-ce qu'on va faire la roulette comme dans
For
MGS3?
heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree. The owner of a farm who spotted me arrived a few minutes later. After tending to my wounds and offering me food, he was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the Army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho. I, Colonel Alan Harris of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
You're
Oh, ma manette!
also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
National idiot?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. Everyone
Et la
was arrested.
docteur?
Robert the paparazzi published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize. The 2 doctors and their 2 fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe.
They wanted
The
us to
captain of
believe.
that boat retired with my $50 million, but he died of gonorrhea the week after.
Seriously?
Nah, but he would have deserved it.
He would have deserved it.
Do you remember Private Mike, the one I found hammered and whose leave I obtained? Well, he could finally visit his daughter for her birthday.
He will be happy. Daddy! That's so cute.
And I went back to my old life as a smuggler. The end.
Un contrebandier, moi?
Wow. Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
C'est la vérité!
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous. Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
Et là, on va voir
Well,
Jesse
let's see.
Fox.
Fuck. Jesse Fox!
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus, I can't believe it!
Hey, Jimmy, who is that guy?
Fuck, Mike, he's Fox! The one
Mike!
who rescued Colonel Alan Harris and prevented the nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a fucking hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports. Go, drive carefully.
That's me, man.
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Ah.
Stop the car.
Il s'est mis bizarrement.
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
That fucking worked, man! Let's go! Un jeu qui par Francisco Teles de Menes, un épique franc. Elle a bien raison. Hein. Professionnel Javier Sumes versus Seville, Game Creative Assistant Kevin Clifford White Kane. Les voix anglaises Jesse Fox, Andrew Nobbs Miller, officier d'interrogatoire allié Corey Condrey, Alan Harrison, George Robinson. Ils ont eu des très bonnes voix. Hein. Des très bonnes voix. Hein. Dr. Hoffman, Jonathan Cotton, garde des soldats David Marcus, technicien Mike, Roger Adams, lieutenant Markinson, Jimmy Yamaguchi, Sarah Natsuki Henderson, sergent instructeur Mark Whitten. Damn. La petite fille pour 2 lignes. Les voix espagnoles. Versus Evil. Testeur. 4 Cerberus. Franchement, incroyable le jeu. Le mec a step up de fou. Merci, remerciements vous pour avoir joué à Unmetal. La base. Les jeux qui te remercient à la fin, insane.
Hey, Jimmy, who the fuck is this Colonel Alan Harris?
I don't know. Yesterday I met that guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the colonel and prevented nuclear attacks when he drove by, that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it? Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever.
Incroyable!
Make up stupid shit just to score.
Yeah, dude.
Incroyable! He scores, man! Oh god! Ah putain, c'est incroyable! J'y crois pas! C'est encore mieux que la fin de l'épique! C'est encore mieux que la fin de l'épique! Mais y a pas un petit truc pour te dire faut mettre un message quelque part? Mais c'est incroyable! C'est incroyable! Oh, c'est trop bien! Just to score? Man! Ah, il a tellement géré! Franchement, le jeu est insane! Le jeu est tellement bien! T'as tellement envie d'y croire, mais ça c'est du bullshit! C'est pas du tout métal! C'est bel et bien une épique, hein! C'est parfait. Ce qui se passe dans une épique aussi, c'est du bullshit, du coup, au final, c'est pareil. Faudra qu'on fasse Ghost 1-0 qui est juste derrière moi, dans les jeux qu'il a fait. Je l'ai déjà commencé, mais j'ai jamais fini. Commencé, je fais le chapitre 1, quoi, le prologue. Damn. Franchement, super agréable, super agréable. Le jeu est vraiment trop bien. Vraiment trop bien. Content de l'avoir fait en difficile. J'ai fait quelques succès. J'ai pas tout fait. Trouver le badge dans le jeu pour le déverrouiller. Ah merde, j'ai pas tout. Alors, y'a quoi qu'on a pas fait? C'est maximum d'expérience dans au moins 5 chapitres. Je crois que c'est fait. Terminer les jeux en mode difficile, bien sûr. Il y a une rez-de-chaussée en moins d'1 minute pour la meuf. Détruire les trucs, ouais. Les autres, ils étaient sans doute trouvés, mais vu que je les ai pas réussi, ils sont pas là. Endormir un garde, classique continence, hein. J'ai pas utilisé les sauvegardes rapides. Dernier, j'ai tout pété. Les trucs intéressants, je les ai faits. Le reste, c'était du bullshit. Plus de jeu, un épique. Non, non. Ghost et mini Ghost. Ah, on peut rejouer les chapitres, ça c'est vraiment bien. Et les crédits. Le jeu était insane. Vraiment, je suis trop content. On va s'arrêter là, ça fait finir un jeu, ça fait toujours plaisir. Mais putain, tout ça juste pour se taper la meuf. C'est quand même stylé. Allez, ciao.